Hey guys, FateBoy88 here with another video for you. I know I had a comment request to make a video like this just to kind of review some of the guns for the newer style maps with the most recent download. First one that I want to start out with is Encore. With the Encore, let me go into create a class. Now this is a unique type map. Definitely one that has pretty tight corners, going over a few things, under the stages, stuff like that. So, type of gun that I would probably suggest, let's build it in custom one, is MSMC with a foregrip, just because it's fast paced, easy to load, fast loading. You put a long barrel on it, definitely give you some distance, and it still provides a little bit of power. Now obviously it's not going to have the same power as a Peacekeeper, but Peacekeeper is not nearly as fast as this gun. If you're a running gunner, this is definitely what I would suggest. Going into perk 1, Hardline is a good one to have, especially if you have lower score streaks, just because you can get them faster. Now, I would definitely suggest lightweight. I think lightweight or hardline would probably what I would do in this map. Perk 2. Now Scavenger, because it is a smaller gun, it doesn't quite equip a lot of bullets. So Scavenger is a good thing to have. Re-equip yourself. Make sure you don't run out of ammo. I guess you can definitely use fast hands as well, or even toughness would be good for this as well. Perk 3. Now, awareness, not necessarily something I would do. I'd probably set up more or less extreme conditioning or dexterity, just because you get to aim faster. Again, with smaller gun, and you'd be able to bring up the gun faster, you're going to be able to kill your enemy first. So, I'm going to hit dexterity on this. Lethal, because there are a lot of turns in this map, I would probably suggest a Claymore. Or Bouncing Betty, whichever you prefer, and then the tactical. Now with the tactical, if it was hardcore, I'd run with an EMP grenade. If it was standard, I use a concussion. So, again, define that based off your gameplay, whether you do a hardcore match or standard core matches. Okay, now Magma. This is definitely one of my favorite maps, and I'll kind of show you a little technique that I use. It's not quite camping, but it's also not quite run and gun either. So in Magma, okay, so let's click Magma, kind of go through my game class setups of what I would typically do. Let's do custom 2. Okay, in Magma, my favorite setup for this is going to be the QBBLSW. Now, when applying a light machine gun, I would definitely suggest putting a foregrip on this, just because the recoil reduces it, gives you better aiming capabilities. And then also, I would probably suggest, well, either the suppressor or the quick draw. Let's do quick draw. Now, a lot of times I'll keep my perks the same. In the perk awareness, I would change this to dexterity, just because it is a heavy gun. Makes that gun bring up a lot faster. With the lethal, I would probably suggest a Claymore, because when you're running, initially into, underneath the bridge or whatever, you hear somebody following you, quickly put that Claymore down, boom, done. The other thing is with the tactical, I'd put a tactical insertion. If you go into the middle of the map, where the bus is, and you put your tactical insertion there, a lot of people don't even see this. Why? I don't know. Probably because it's red to them and there's lava all around. So, but anyways, I find it very beneficial for myself. Putting tactical insertion by the bus in the middle of the map, and then maybe hitting a claymore behind it, just in case someone tries to come up and slice it. So, there is that. Now, our secondary, with this being a heavy gun with plenty of rounds, I would definitely probably use the SMA just to kind of shoot down whatever you need to. And, you know, there's that one. Okay, now, Vertigo. This map I've not got to play a lot. I still have to get used to it, kind of know where people sit. So this may or may not be a good setup for you. Let me know what works for you best in this map, because I'm willing to try anything. I've noticed though, when I have set up Peacekeeper initially with let's see, let's edit this a little bit. Okay, so Peacekeeper with a quick draw, and with the long barrel. Now, I'm playing this based off a hardcore match. Having this setup worked quite a bit better than most guns I've set up for this map. Again, this is something I'm still trying to get used to, see what guns fit best. As of right now, this is the best one I've seen. Hardline stays, Perks 2 stays, Perk 3 now, Extreme Conditioning probably, Engineer more likely. The Lethal, again, Claymore or Bouncing Betties, because there are a lot of turns in this game, in this map. And then Tactical Insertions, probably a wise idea, especially if you're playing hardcore, you're getting on their side spawn. Place it down, you know, behind them where they respawn, and you know, I've had the advantages of respawning right in that tack, right when all of them were respawning in their area, and just kind of mowing them down. So, secondary, I'll probably do the B23R. Just because it's a little bit faster than Peacekeeper, just in case that Peacekeeper runs out of ammo, I've got my backup. Yeah, that's it for that one. Okay, now, last one, Studio. Studio, remaking, revamped, re-imaged as from Firing Range. By far my favorite map ever. With the firing range, or studio is what they like to call it now, the setup that I find that fits my style, which is more or less a run and gun style, is, let's bring it over to create a class. So, you can play this map a couple different ways. You can play it as a sniper. There are a few areas to snipe. For example, you've got the tower and you've got the end lot by, what is that by? It's just a far back area. Okay, so I would actually more likely go with the Scar on this map. You know, I felt this one has pretty good recoil. It's not too big. It has a good damage rate, a good range, and the accuracy is pretty decent on it as well. Now, applying this with the attachments, I would suggest probably either going with an extended clip or a fast mag. Again, speed is a key in this game, it seems like. And I mean, you could go with the foregrip. If it's hardcore, I would suggest launchers. Piss a lot of people off. It's fun. So let's say foregrip. secondary. Now again, this is a good game for the B23R, just in case your primary runs out. Lethal, I would suggest, actually with this one, probably a Semtex, just because, you know, if someone's hiding up in the tower or in the middle building, just throw that up there, boom, done. With the tactical, I'd probably suggest, again, if it's hardcore, EMP grenade, if it's core, concussion, or shock charge. This is really on your preference of what you would like to use on this map. This is just what I feel fits my style better. Better. Okay. Alright guys, so this is kind of the idea of, you know, what classes I use for each new style maps. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next, and I'll be more than happy to make the video. Appreciate your views, and see you on the next one.